What is conjunction? A conjunction is a part of speech that is used to connect words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. Conjunctions are considered to be invariable grammar particle, and they may or may not stand between items they conjoin. Classification of conjunctions according to their morphological structure. According to their morphological structure, conjunctions are divided into the following groups: simple, and, or, but, till, after, that, if, when, where. Derivative: until, unless, before, once, because, supposing, provided. Compound: whereas, wherever, however, although, nevertheless. Composite: as well as, in case, for fear, on the ground that, as long as. What is a correlative conjunction? Correlative conjunctions are conjunctions used to illustrate how two words or phrases within a sentence relate to each other. Correlative conjunctions always come in pairs. Though they can illustrate a correlation between the two words or phrases, they don't necessarily have to. Correlative conjunctions always come in pairs. That's their defining characteristic. If a conjunction doesn't need a partner for its sentence to make sense, it's not a correlative conjunction. The most common correlative conjunction pairs include either or, neither nor, such that, whether or, not only but also, both and, as many as, no sooner than, rather than. Let's take a look at a few example sentences. We could either hike up the mountain or swim in the lake this afternoon. Whether you bike or drive to work, you'll need to show your parking pass. Either you're with me or you're against me. My parents went to both Hawaii and Bali last year. She would no sooner cheat on an exam than falsify her credentials. They would rather go to movies than the mall. Classification of conjunctions according to their meaning and function. Coordinating, subordinating. Coordinating conjunctions. A coordinating conjunction is a word that joins two elements of equal grammatical rank and syntactic importance. They can join to verbs and to nouns, to adjectives, to phrases, or to independent clauses. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. They can be remembered using the acronym FEMBOYS. There are 4 kinds of coordinating conjunctions: copulative or additive, disjunctive, alternative or separative, adversative or contrasting, causative, consecutive, final, elative. Some examples: copulative or additive: and, nor, as well as, both and, neither nor, not only but also. Alice wrote the letters and Peter posted them. Disjunctive, alternative, or separative: or, either or, otherwise. Either he's mad or he feigns madness. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. She must weep or she will die. Adversative or contrasting: but, while, whereas, however, yet, nevertheless. The rope was thin, but it was strong. He is hardworking, whereas his brother is quite the reverse. Causative, consecutive, final, elative: for, so, hence, thus, therefore. Somebody came, for I heard a knock at the door. He must be asleep, for there's no light in his room. He has been working hard, so he will pass. Subordinating conjunctions. A subordinating conjunction is a word or phrase that links a dependent clause to an independent clause. This word or phrase indicates that a clause has informative value to add to the sentence main idea, signaling a cause and effect relationship or a shift in time and place between the two clauses. A handy list of subordinating conjunctions: after, although, as if, as long as much as soon as though, because, before, by the time, even if, even though, if, in case, in order that, in the event that, less, now that, once, only, though, till, unless, until, when, whenever, where, whereas, wherever, whether or no, while. Kinds of subordinating conjunctions: time: as soon as, when, whenever, while, till, until, since, before, after, as long as. I'll wait with you until the bus comes. Place: where, wherever, whence. Wherever you are, they will find you. Cause: as, because, since, seeing that, so that, considering, lest. She didn't come because she was afraid of me. Condition: if, unless, in case, provided, supposing that, on condition that. He will come back early in case he has finished his work. Purpose, that, so that, in order that, for fear that, so lest. I asked him to move so that I could see the screen better. Result, that, so that. I don't buy the paper every morning anymore because our local shop has closed. Manner and comparison. As, not so as, then, as if, as though. They ran as though they were being chased. Concession, though, as though, as even if, even though. Although she wasn't feeling well, she managed to get all of her work done. Note: the conjunction while is not always coordinating. It may be subordinating conjunction introducing adverbial clauses of time. If it's possible to substitute while for the conjunction when, it's subordinating. When it can be replaced by the conjunction but is coordinating. Compare. Keep an eye on the child while I'm away, when I'm away. I agree with most of your arguments while I can't accept all of them, but I can't accept all of them. Homonyms conjunctions. After. Conjunction. Inform me after you go. Adverb. I'll see to it after. Preposition. Run after and hit him. Before. Conjunction. He had died before I came. Adverb. I had never been here before. Preposition. She sat before me. Since. Conjunction. She has found 2 jobs since he quitted. Adverb. She has since become rich. Preposition. My friend has changed since then. That. Conjunction. You said that you were absent. Demonstrative pronoun. Give me that bag. Relative pronoun. The picture that had been stolen. About conjunction. He tried a lot but he couldn't answer. Preposition. He goes to school by Friday. Particle. I know but little of him. Subordinating conjunctions that fall in the middle of a sentence are generally not preceded by a comma. This is the opposite of what is done with coordinating conjunctions or words that join to independent clauses for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and sometimes so. When a subordinate clause begins a sentence, however, the whole clause, but not the subordinating conjunction itself, is followed by a comma. How do you use subordinating conjunctions in a sentence? Place subordinating conjunctions at the beginning of the dependent clause. If the dependent clause comes before the independent clause, put a comma at the end of the dependent clause.